thinking about who Jesus is. In fact, we're looking through the eyes of one of Jesus's real best friends, a guy called John. He's sometimes called Jesus' most loved friend. And John is helping us see how wonderful Jesus is. And he has all these images that he's borrowed to help us really understand that and try and relate to Jesus in the right way. One of the ones that I've for years really struggled to really understand, actually emotionally as well as mentally, is when John calls Jesus our groom, literally our bridegroom, our husband to be. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that look like? What does that feel like? And I was really helped by a lady in the church, an older lady, probably in her 80s now, one of those wrinkled, joyful, wonderful ladies. And she was talking about a husband who'd been dead for quite a long time. And she said to me, first of all, Alex, he wooed me. And you could just feel the joy and the love in that word as she remembered it. I think they were only teenagers and maybe not even early 20s when all of this happened, as he wooed her and showed her love. And then she said, Alex, and then one day he'd won me. And you could see that her heart had been won to this chap, persuaded, given over. Her heart belonged to him. He'd won her. And then she said, and then he wedded me, he married me, he bound us together in this legal public commitment, this covenant that would be unbreakable. They were wedded. And then she said, and then he walked with me. And you could just read in her eyes and her face the weight of that walking. There was joy and there was tears. There was valleys and there was peaks. There was wonderful golden threads and dark, more dreaded threads, all woven together in that word. He walked with me. He was with me through everything. And she said, as much as I loved and love the memory of my husband and how significant and powerful all of that was, she said, it's nothing compared to how Jesus is my husband. How Jesus wooed me. How my heart was won to him, how he wedded me and bound us together in an unbreakable way, and how he's walked with me through all of my life, never leaving me. And it's really helped me to understand what it means when John says Jesus is our groom. In fact, the language in John 3:29 he says the bride belongs to the bridegroom, belongs. That's our response, it belongs. And for a long time I thought, that's wrong. That's wrong. You can't possess someone. No one belongs to anyone else. But it was her telling that story that made me realize the direction of travel is this voluntary giving over of ownership by us to Jesus. That he doesn't say, you belong to me. We say, Jesus, I belong to you. You've won me. You've wooed me. You've wedded me. I am delighted to willingly give you all that I am. You own it. I belong to you, Jesus, because of who you are and what you've done for me. And I really want you today to really think hard about what you know of Jesus. He'll never let you down. He's wonderful. He's loving. He's done everything for you. You can belong to him. You can give yourself to him in that way and say, Jesus, I belong to you. I'd love for you to think about doing that today.